what is the alternative? Like, if he does say he doesn't want to go back there again, where would he go? You know, and it's got to be in the AFC. Even he has to understand it's going to have to be in the AFC, even if he does push it. Although we did have Rob Demoski, who covers the team for ESPN, on the show yesterday, and he's like, there's no chance the Packers trade him this year because the draft choices that they would get for him this year, Rodgers would improve by performing well there, as opposed to doing it next year when the teams that would get him would have a draft position much worse because Rodgers wasn't there. It's kind of an interesting take as to why the Packers would never trade him. But let's just wave a wand and say that it would somehow happen. There's no way Denver is better than Green Bay to win this coming year, even with Rodgers going there in a new place that he would have to learn and figure things out and get comfortable in, right? I mean, it's just, that's what's so rare about Brady, is that he just showed up and it happened. I mean, that's another reason why he's maybe driven nuts, because it worked out so well for Brady. But I don't know how repeatable that is, Nate.
Yeah, and even if people are listening and saying, all right, but what about Peyton Manning? What about Peyton Manning? Remember when he landed in Denver? Yeah, but he had that 1 year where he broke the records. He was unbelievable, right? And then that following year, Peyton Manning didn't necessarily carry his team to a Super Bowl. That was that defense. Von Miller and that defense was fantastic. In fact, Peyton Manning, you started to see that age really reveal itself later in the year. I believe Osweiler took some snaps in the playoffs.
Yes, he did.
So for me, I just feel like the best case scenario is for him to stay exactly where he is. I mean, Devontae Adams had 18 touchdowns last year. You want to go somewhere else and establish chemistry with another wide receiver that doesn't know how you like to throw the ball right out the break when your receivers are running a slant. Or they can't anticipate that out route because they don't know the rhythm of how you toss the rock around. Like, I just don't think that's the case. And then, I mentioned Denver. You're also going to a division where a living monster is. I mean, this dude is the boogeyman with the smile on his face. Patrick Mahomes is fantastic. And if you don't think Patrick Mahomes, after having that procedure on his toe and getting whooped in the Super Bowl, and everybody on his offense that he leans on, including a healthy Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you don't think that he's going to come back and try to light this league on fire? You don't think he's going to come back and try to get the MVP again? So, Aaron Rodgers, is that what you want? Do you want to play in that division and go through that gauntlet in that AFC? Or do you want to stick in the NFC where you are year in and year out a contender, not for the playoffs, but for a Super Bowl?
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.